probably 7 times the success rate of Gakkos on carries versus on tanks.
Yeah.
And so this is a good look for FlyQuest to have him on a carry, and they're just going to do the Scion into it here for Castle. So not a super...
After just pulling the trigger and going bang, bang.
Yes. And now we'll see what Inspired wants to do here is he's on that bot side scuttle, and Griffin is kind of looking mid. Saint did have to blow his flash.
Hold on. Cryogen down to below. Holy moly, it's first blood.
Over and Inspired, and everybody's just sending everything for this crab.
Okay, brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. The battle for the crab begins now. Inspired going to be targeted here by FlyQuest as they full send after the LYON jungler, but Griffin is in danger. Inspired staying alive for now, but the dragon ultimately kills him. Masu taking the kill credit on that one, but he now dies to Berserker. The fight rages on as LYON continues pushing forward. FlyQuest retreating. Quad down to 150 HP, but he will not die.
Uh-oh, it's looking kind of scary for FlyQuest because Berserker got another kill. They did end up killing, Inspired, but Masu had to flash in to go get that. So then they're fully committed. And
on the top side of the map, maybe FlyQuest could see a window to try to take down this first Drake on the bot side.
yeah, Inspired right now working through some of the grubs. We'll see how many he decides to finish. And looks like should be able to get all of them on vision here for FlyQuest. So they were watching the entire time.
Will take over the Dragon Pit early on, but Emily, Kobe, this is 9.5 minutes into the game. That's Dragon number 1. That's a very...
They certainly are, and these are some of our most exciting teams. FlyQuest here going for a play.
Okay, top side, lot of damage down onto Quad, and he's already dead. Saint takes the kill, but now can Griffin get anything back? He goes after Inspired, who's staying alive here with a spell shield for now. Griffin goes in and he gets him, makes it a 1-for-1, but Saint wants to make sure it goes LYON's way. One more auto attack might just do it. Saint needs a little bit more damage, he can't quite find it, but now, finally, a 2-for-1 going LYON's way.
And that's actually really big because until recently, it was Quad who was ahead in that lane, right? Now Saint is now 2-0-1, takes the lead in that lane, should be able to take over so many more of these fights.
And Orianna, the biggest vulnerabilities are always towards the later stages of the game when you're in the side lanes. This isn't even that stage, and he actually, he teleported back up for round 2. Quad wants revenge.
Uh-oh, Quad going in. Saint in some danger. That's double buffs on the Silas. He doesn't want to give those over. Flashes in, goes for the Kingslayer. Saint with the outplay! He makes it a 1-for-1!
It's okay. Jungle no flash. I was close.
Yeah, it was still good for them, the initial play. And then here's the clapback, Emily, or the attempt.
Here is Quad going in. He is going
Oh, hold on. Back down into the bottom lane. We got a bloodbath again. Quad is already down, but immediately traded back for Inspired. Every time we try to watch a replay, there's just more blood all over the floor.
Little invade here as they're syncing up with Cryogen and Griffin.
Okay. FlyQuest going in for the invade. They find Inspired, but that might not be the right target. LYON ready to strike back, but Inspired already down to 40% HP. Castle makes his flank attack. He's in the middle of everybody. Saint enters the fray, has the stolen Orianna ultimate, and Cryogen is already down. Berserker under pressure. Gakkos trying to kill the enemy AD carry. Saint killed now by Quad. Inspired 200 HP, jumps into the Herald. Staying alive for now. Castle gets over the wall. A 1-for-1 at the end of a bloodbath.
They're not even done yet. Castle's still caught.
Yeah, Castle might be in some trouble. They will see.
Having numbers through mid and looking for that invade on the timer where they had a lot of 2-item power spikes for Gakkos, for Quad, for Masu here. Looked really good for FlyQuest, obviously, after all this fighting. A lot of people are catching up to the 2-item power spikes, but FlyQuest now moving very, very nicely here as a squad of 5, grouping up to try and apply the extra pressure. Scion once again coming up River, but he's the target now, and it's ult for ult.
Yeah, Castle in some danger, isolated from the rest of his team. Teleport coming in from LYON. Castle tries to turn it around, decimating smash back on to the enemy jungler. Quad under pressure, Inspired behind enemy lines. Castle reinforcing, repositioning here with the teleport. FlyQuest grouped up as 5. Saint. Again, going after Castle. Saint and Inspired here on the flank. Gakkos going to be the target. Takes a little bit of damage, not a whole lot. FlyQuest regrouping, honestly, doing a really good job answering what LYON is trying to do.
Wow, I mean, it's just fights on two fronts here for the entire time because Quad hasn't started channeling his teleport yet, but he does have his shockwave.
Okay, immediately, LYON stepping up. Castle taking a ton of damage here in the front line, but Griffin is already down. Castle dies, but his dead body is ready to fight. A lot of damage onto Saint, but he's still fine for now. Castle making space, making room. All right, 4v4. FlyQuest still with control over the Dragon Pit. Inspired, flashing over the wall, staying alive for now. An even trade in terms of kills, and FlyQuest get the objective.
And such a standout in these fights is how comfortable Masu is to just
Now
go.
we're looking at that Dragon Soul just 4 minutes in the future.
And here we have Inspired again, being like FlyQuest are the most annoying team.
Okay, tier 1 turret destroyed here in mid lane.
Really like how FlyQuest have recognized, to your point, Kobe, that they have to protect this Orianna in side lanes, right? And one thing...
FlyQuest gonna start it out. Look at the flank. Sion from mid. Nocturne could go straight up the middle.
Okay, FlyQuest grouped up. Gatkos dealing with Castle off to the side, but Castle jumping into the middle of the fight. Inspired engages, tries to dive onto the enemy back line. LYON wants this engage, and they've already found Quad. Inspired getting away for now. Berserker dumping the culling into Griffin. He tries to get away. Griffin survives for now. LYON with control over the bottom side of the river, but now Castle's in a little bit of danger. Nice Dawning Shadow comes over, but no! The kill into Masu! LYON team fighting again! Shows its fangs! 4, 5, yes! LYON with the ace, a triple kill, back over to the
Quad.
Inspired immediately onto Quad, taking away the shockwave potential before, and you know, then Dawning Shadow comes through, but Saint immediately in on. Castle looks so much more well coordinated with this team. Again, it's a composition that is really easy to execute, but his frontlining in this has been really, really strong.
Yeah, flashing over the opponent to make sure that he gets the ulti into the fight. Berserker and Isles, by the way, both deathless so far, both with 8 out of 13 KP. Again, I just want to sing Isles' praises. He was on low-ranked teams for so long, and now that he's on a team that can really contest for the top of the table, he's showing that he's somebody who can flex his own muscles. Now here in the mid lane, Castle here on the front line, taking a little bit of damage. He does not care. Dawning Shadow's not going to do a whole lot. Griffin into the back line. Inspired very low. Knocked into Guardian Angel. But now you've got the flank attack coming in from Saint. LYON trying to scramble a little bit here. Masu under pressure. Saint going in after the enemy Senna. Survives here thanks to that stasis. Saint staying alive for now. Isles already down. Quad Griffin the kill on that one. Shut down on Berserker. FlyQuest finding a big fight. Berserker at least gets the kill back onto Quad, but it's still FlyQuest taking the fight for now. Saint kills Masu. Castle trying to get away. Griffin wants to chase this down. Castle with a flash. Bad flash. Griffin gets the kill.
What a game! FlyQuest, tenacious as ever. They take the fight in mid. They outplay, and they're the ones now with extra gold to take. They can take down the mid tower, gain so much more priority on the map. Pulling it right back, Emily.
Yeah, that was...
Big shot there coming in from Gatkos. Accelerated Shock Blast does its job. FlyQuest already have the objective down to half HP. Saint here on the flank. LYON looking for their opportunity to go in for the angle. Griffin still working on the Dragon. Inspired wants to make it a 50-50 if nothing else, and he's stolen away the Mountain Drake. Now, LYON going in for the big fight. Inspired down to nothing. He's already dead. They're going to kill the second. It's already going FlyQuest way, and they're looking for even more. Isles barely surviving, but he might be the only one to get away. No, Quad takes him out with the clockwork windup. Berserker's trying to survive, but no, FlyQuest. They
go absolutely insane, and now they're onto the Baron.
Yeah, and he's popping his procs on all the members of LYON.
Make him even more difficult to take down.
Yeah, I mean, you're just seeing the difference between 4 full damage carries here, basically, or even the bruiser carries on FlyQuest, especially with all these on-hit procs from Senna bouncing on everybody, and FlyQuest with the Baron, they're just going to bully inside the map. You can't base race versus the Baron.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what in the hell Saint is trying to do, but it's not working. Castle is already down. The gates have fallen. The castle is under siege. The moat doesn't work. It's been filled in. The enemy is near. Now Inspired finally ults in, tries to find a kill. He at least gets one. LYON defending themselves as best they can. Quad staying alive, but he finally dies. Berserker grabbing the kill on that one. Fires back into Gakos, but he dies. Griffin here with the kill. FlyQuest still trying to end the game right now. Isles the only one standing. Cryogen wants to chase him down. Isles still sticking around. Dredgeline, there it is. Quadra kill, back over to Griffin. It might only be jungler and support, but they're marching on the Nexus.
Griffin getting his revenge for the last time, that playoff series where Inspired destroyed him. Now he completely took over this game on the Mbessa.
It was close. It was a battle 38 minutes long, but FlyQuest are going up 1-0 in the series.
What an exciting one. LYON had a heroic team.
To chain CC.
Yep, and you get to put a lot of pressure on a low mobility mid lane champion like Victor. With the Yone stacking up Sejuani passive so quickly, you can oftentimes... Meanwhile, Inspired has a very clean respawn timer for all his camps. He just did a full clear down to bottom side, and then he ends up bottom too. So now he's the one applying bottom pressure.
Yup, and he shows up, and it does not even matter that they see him there because the rest of LYON is ready to go. It's first blood already over to Berserker.
They have to be doing this on purpose. They have to be doing this on purpose.
Oh, meanwhile, bottom side, Masu grabbing the kill here.
So, however, now LYON immediately rotate to take this first Drake. They're not going to fall into the same position that they were in game one, where FlyQuest had such strong Drake control that really forced LYON into responding. It's always interesting, Kobe, to see when LYON try to make these decisions because they are kind of the LCS team that we've known to give objectives over the most in favor of fighting later.
Yeah, fully depends on their team comp, and Inspired is always looking for their item power spikes and their team comp power spikes. And this one with the Caitlyn Nico, and on the reset there after the bot side play, good timing window to go get it. And it's important when you have a Caitlyn lane. And hold on.
Oof.
Okay,
Here's Inspired.
We're not done yet. Inspired wrapping around here, goes for the Glacial Prison, does not find it because Masu flashes away. However, Cryogen is just fish in a barrel. LYON shoots him down. And considering LYON got the dragon, first of all, for themselves, that means neutrals are going to remain just about even. Even though Void Grubs, Kobe, I know you're on my team with this, they kind of suck.
They do. They got nerfed into the ground. There
Poor
it is.
Little ugly grubbies. As Saint goes in after quad yet again, finds the Q3.
Coming from base a little bit far, but they're not bursting the dragon down. They don't have huge damage on it, so Cryogen has walked his way here. Now Corky is on bottom, flanking the other side, though, so they just... The timing's not quite out there with the desync on bottom.
And Masu and Cryogen had already pushed out mid, and we'll see if Inspired and the rest of LYON want to challenge. TP coming in from Victor.
They absolutely are interested in this Rift Herald, but FlyQuest already have it down to 1,000 HP, and even though LYON decided to show up, they're showing up too late.
Yeah, they're showing up too late, and it was a nice TP from Quad, right? Because he's immediately on to Berserker. Getting out that laser to do some damage means that LYON can't really contest to that. And again, I like these kind of map movements that FlyQuest are making, continuing
side to do that, so he's collecting the bot side outer tower and some plates off the secondary one, as well as saving his teleport.
Oh, Saint with the solo kill on the quad up here on the top side, but now Griffin's trying to get one back. Saint getting away for now. Isles creating space, and that allows Saint to get away. Nice outplay.
Gets the kill. Teleport now invested as well. Inspired starting it up.
Okay, remember, if LYON claim this, they're on Soul Point. Big dragon for them. However, FlyQuest have control over the bot side river for now. LYON's giving it up. They're saying we don't want to fight for this. FlyQuest going to take Drake.
Yeah, the early call there. They want to get the reset off first. So.
And Rift Herald summoned up in the mid lane.
Kerblam.
Masu should be able to clean this up.
Easy peasy. Griffin jumps in. EQ combo. Not going to find the target there, but they already got the tier 1, and that's what they came for. Meanwhile, topside, Saint tries to get away here with the Fate Sealed. Gakko's going in. Flashes forward. Wants the solo kill, but the third in Tofo strike does not connect. Gakko's going to miss out on that one.
Yeah, just barely misses on that, but here's Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin jumps in. Cataclysm immediately flashes on the other side of his own terrain, and the shutdown goes over to Cryogen. Meanwhile, Dokla just takes him out. That fish got caught 1-for-1 here in the top side.
Yeah, they teleport in the Anivia, and then they wall him off, so they still get a counter kill here.
Yeah, really nice coordination from Dokla and the rest of his team on this Anivia. And now Berserker is just right back in mid lane.
Dokla, you all right, bud? Gakko's going in, finds first in Topo Strike. Staying diligent for now. But nope, no way to chase further. FlyQuest can't find anything.
Yeah, he did have Isles there as well, who was kind of fainting up, and Dokla picking up the kill.
And now Saint about to knock down this tier 1 turret. Gakko's having to back away. Inspired, Dokla and Saint coming in trying to make a move, but making moves on Cassante is pretty tough to do. So LYON's gonna back up after taking the objective.
Meanwhile, they are split pushing on the bottom side here, so Victor does get the wave into the bottom tower, and now they're trying to walk up. They do get pinged out going over wards though. So.
Yep, looking for a play onto Dokla.
Dokla trying to make his recall. Griffin immediately with the smite to interrupt it, drops the Cataclysm. Aqua Prison misses. Griffin still in the middle of the Glacial Storm, but it does not matter. Dokla's egg is scrambled. Call it sunny side up. It don't matter. Shutdown credit goes over to Gakko.
Look at the 3 lanes of pressure they're pushing. So even when FlyQuest, they're gonna do
we
a Baron
this?
off of it.
Oh, I think we can try Yone not to pick.
Okay, FlyQuest calling for it. They want the Baron. They're down about 3,000 gold. This would be a massive swing, and they got a 5v4 for the next 25 seconds. Meanwhile, Saint in the bottom lane, putting pressure onto the tier 3 turret. That means that FlyQuest have to take this Baron for this to be worthwhile. Bottom lane tier 3 turret already down to half HP. Baron about to be claimed. FlyQuest have it.
Yep. And you heard them recognizing that in their comps, right? They're like, you know what? Yone doesn't have TP. He can't respond to us. He's on the bot side. Was able to almost take down that inhibitor turret on the bot side of the map. And Caitlyn did end up cleaning up that tier 2 mid turret, as well as LYON is now actually going to be on Soul Point after up. Unless FlyQuest want to contest, but no. Yeah, so they're now going to be on Soul Point. So it's
for a commitment like that is very big, and being able to push down mid to, like, I want to start the gold tracker before Baron instead of a Baron power play behind him. Saint's trying to wander his way out through the darkness.
Yeah,
they have eyes
he's
on
getting
Quad.
away for now, but hold on, Quad's gonna be found. Nice pick from LYON.
Who's ganking who?
Who has to get rid of this terrain ownership from LYON?
Yeah. The Path Maker.
Yep.
Perfect.
It lives up to the name.
Perfect ability name right there. Right through the Caitlyn traps. They forced
that investment you pointed out, Kobe.
But hold on. Gakko's coming in here with a TP, going after Saint. LYON got to outplay this. Fate sealed from Saint, trying to get himself away, but now he's stunned up, locked up, beat down. Gakko's got the kill as FlyQuest continue looking for more. Griffin drops the Cataclysm, but nobody on LYON's gonna be caught here just yet until Gakko's goes in even further. Third and Topo Strike. They've already found the shutdown on the Berserker, and FlyQuest find their moment.
The Nami wave following
sets them up for great positioning on the approach to Dragon Soul.
Exactly. That's the thing, is the Dragon Soul is only just now spawning. It was desynced from when they made the play, so they got to make another one now. But the problem is, Masu's already down. It doesn't matter what you get, it matters when you get it. And now Gakko's is under pressure. LYON, they find their fight when they need it. Berserker's already got the kill on the Gakkos. That's 4 dead on FlyQuest. I don't care if you find a pick, if you don't get anything. I care if you get something after. And LYON just won the game.
And now they're barreling down mid. What a great combo. The Yone, the Anivia walls laying down. We talked about how good Dokla has been on this Anivia in team fights, and now LYON are looking to close out this game.
Yeah, Griffin's just doing some slop right now, trying to waste some time, but it's not gonna matter. Look, that's what it is, all right?
Slop. We're always slopping here.
You ult 1v5, that's all you can do. It don't matter none. Dokla might go into the egg, who cares? Masu revives, only to die once again. Ladies and gentlemen, LYON are gonna take game 2, 29 minutes in. We are going to game number 3.
And I'm so happy because this series has been so fun to watch. The punches.
Already because they
But
first
now
picked
you
it.
extra don't have a
And
Lulu.
yeah, now you have negative Lulu.
+1 Lulu versus -1 Lulu. It's the Lulu.
Yeah, so Wither here is very, very annoying for Yunara to deal with. If he can get it on the Yunara, of course.
GG under tier 2?
Palafox? Okay. That's enough information.
He's Palafaker, bro.
No, it's not Palafaker.
Not anymore?
No.
Okay.
Wow!
That's enough information.
I always love the discussions, but look, bot lane.
Yeah, down here on the bottom side, Berserker is under some pressure. Isles the same. There's first blood over to Masu, and he and Cryogen win
Bottom
out.
lane getting 2v2 kill like that. He can just keep clearing, stacking up, get dragons, get more stacks off the dragons as well.
Can he bonk it? Hold on, let's see if he
Yeah.
bonks it. Look, I want to see if he gets the bonk.
Yeah.
Wait, no, hold on.
It doesn't move. He's not going to move.
Okay, sometimes they mess it up. Sometimes they
People
mess it
saw him do it in the EWC qualifiers, though.
Yep.
But, you know, definitely very big here.
Whoa! Inspired with a full send, going in for the dive after Masu, and that Aphelios is gone. Cryogen's going to join him. A double kill, both of them.
Yeah,
It was a good play by
It was a good play by him.
Yeah.
Game is still playable. Masu with some moves here as the bottom lane's still fighting. But yeah, both teams recognizing the good play, good timing there, and it's not over. Still very, very much playable here. I mean, they still have the gold lead generally and have the extra dragon.
And Griffin is now here for a little wraparound gank. I do not believe they saw him.
Yep, here comes the dog. There's the Wither on Berserker's Yunara. Wham, bam, right on top of the head. The cane strikes true, and that's FlyQuest tying up the kills.
I love watching people that love playing Aphelios. Masu with the perfect guns here.
Yep.
He hits the ult, he gets the purple gun root, he gets the snipe follow-up as well.
Dracos, I know you're out there somewhere appreciating it.
He swaps over, you know, the utility out of purple gun and green gun right here, and the damage with the snipe there. Very, very nice. Masu putting in a lot of work, and
Dog
Griffin.
has his collar. The protoplasm harness is built. He's ready to go on a walk. You can bring him on the sidewalk now. He's ready.
Nice.
And the Vi has a Sundered Sky too, and he's eyeballing a Rumble top. That's about to get dove.
Let's see if it works. Here he goes. Immediately inspired, diving in there. Castle trying to follow it up, but Gakos gets away.
Yep.
Meanwhile, back in mid, Quad now under pressure. Isles rotates over to mid lane, finds the quickness with the grand entrance. They're going to give the kill over to Saint. He needs one more spell.
Yep.
There it is.
He's going to continue to play off of it. Come on down here. Even after this successful mid lane kill for LYON, FlyQuest still staying focused on their game plan. Continue stacking the dragons. Isles does block the ult interruption, but does it cost him his life now?
Isles in danger, flashes away to survive. I mean, he'll stay alive, but that's a summoner spell down as now Griffin in enemy territory finds the Wither onto Saint. Inspired is over the wall, ready to maybe join in here with the Vault Breaker, but Quad is also rotating over. Here comes Cryogen. Saint is in danger. Griffin continuing to charge forward. The dog is a boss. He's in charge of the jungle. Just barely can step forward.
Makes me feel like I'm shriveling into a husk.
Well, up here on the top side, Castle trying to fight back against
Whoa.
Quad, goes ahead, drops the Dark Procession, and Quad dies. Castle grabs himself that solo kill, but now Griffin is ready to try and
Inspired
clean
here.
one up. Castle staying alive for now, gets himself away. Inspired shows up, and he's like, you know what, dude? I'll see you later. Goodbye. Griffin makes it a 1-for-1.
Yeah, Griffin says, get that shovel away from my mid laner. He bonks down my mid laner, so I'm going to go get the counter kill here and flashes for it. The shovel falls to the cane.
That's a classic matchup right there. Stick versus a shovel. Back in Ohio, you got to learn to use both.
It did also, I do wonder if Quad...
Saint
As
coming in
we
now.
see.
The dog is in trouble. It's a little bit of animal abuse here in the top side river, but Griffin is ready to turn it around. This dog is rabid and he's barking. Decane over the head. Griffin going on a killing spree as Inspired falls. Gakko shows up here.
To protect that Nasus. That Nasus is taking over the game.
This Nasus that Griffin has been preaching to the world for months is finally on the LCS.
And then really nice like kind of teleport from Gakkos coming around for a potential collapse as they're onto Castle.
Uh-oh, that Yorick is not long for this world. Quad denies Griffin the stack, but if that's your biggest problem on FlyQuest, you're doing pretty well. Another kill over to them, 5-4.
Meanwhile, they're trying to interrupt topside. Gakkos, though, playing respectfully, backs all the way off. Weak side rumble here. Nice job from him. His team makes the play on the opposite side. Doesn't give anything back to Lion.
Berserker.
Yeah.
He's withered. FlyQuest trying to force down the tier 1 turret. They're at least going to grab the plate. Rift Herald charges in, guarantees the kill on the objective.
Yeah, I was actually immediately FlyQuest on this Drake once again. Really, really quick Drake stacking.
Yep.
And that is going to force Lion to contest them next on the Soul.
Exactly. And that Soul, Emily, 22 minutes into the game, I don't care if it's a Chemtech Soul. I don't care if it's the Fart Dragon. That thing is still strong.
I love that you called it the Fart Dragon. Lion looking for another potential play onto Gakkos up here, and he is...
Hold on.
No.
Isles, you all right, brother? Doesn't look like he's all right. The Moonlight Vigil seals his fate, and Griffin, yet again, this Nasus is a real problem. Griffin going forward once more, pops the ulti, goes after Castle. Remember, the Nasus Q has like a 0.5 second cooldown when he's in ulti mode, and Castle just learned it the hard way.
Yeah, it's huge because you have to deal with that threat. That big damage output has to be dealt with, and then the dog is just running around wherever he pleases.
The dog is barking top lane. He's ripping the throat out of the Yorick. Griffin is crazy right now. This dog is unleashed. Somebody get him under control. Put a collar on him. It ain't gonna work. He puts the wither onto Isles. The dog is barking and nobody's safe.
Dude, he can even chase down a Rakan?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the mobility here of Nasus. Well, it's the anti-mobility of the Wither, but holy, after watching this, you're thinking, why didn't everybody listen to Griffin earlier?
Exactly.
Hold on, Masu under pressure. Lion doing a full send, and they find the Aphelios, but now Griffin off to the side. Quad arrives here with a TP. Inspired under pressure now. It's a 1-for-1 so far. It's about to be a 2-for-1. Even when Lion gets something, FlyQuest get more. 20 minutes.
Nasus completely taking over the game, and because Berserker was so far up in that, they were actually able to clean him up pretty well. Lion's kind of only recourse is to get this tier 1 mid onto Saint, but its objective bounties are falling off actually because of that turret. But FlyQuest are in such a great...
Spring Finals, June 13th and 14th, Mullet Arena over in Tempe, Arizona. Go ahead and reserve your tickets for that one. That's where we're going to be heading as Masu's heading straight back to the graveyard there. At least find themselves yet another pick onto the enemy. Aphelios 2, 3, and 5 there for Masu, but that's not really the scoreline I'm looking at, Kobe and Emily. I am looking at that 7-0-2 dog there in the jungle, causing a ruckus so far in this game.
Yeah, it's not. However, it does set up a situation where FlyQuest might not contest for this Drake, although...
Yeah, Gakkos
they're
just had
just
to flash
fighting
away,
4v5.
but now Lion has taken a ton of damage. Equalizer already dropped, Inspired down to below half HP. FlyQuest still posturing here. As Masu is about to respawn, Griffin running forward, but the dog is losing a lot of HP. Lion trying to burst him down, but Inspired is already dead. Griffin continues chasing, Berserker about to die, a double kill. Back over to the jungler on FlyQuest. Griffin is really shining here in this game 3.
And they're not even done. Castle gets cleaned up too. But you know what? The Lulu's not for the Aphelios hyper carry, it's for the Nasus hyper carry!
That Nasus is going crazy. That is Chemtech Soul
We were
before
wrong.
23 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, my friends. There has never been a better moment to be the president of the Vi Hater Club. I am so vindicated. I am so justified. I am so righteous right now. Vi has nothing to bring to the table against this Nasus.
Yeah, I mean, like Griffin definitely is going to feel vindicated with this Nasus performance here.
Ooh, Inspired jumping in once more, going after Masu. They target the Aphelios, they get the kill, but it's already a 1-for-1 and it's about to get worse. LYON loses 3 every single time. They kill Aphelios, that's the name of the game.
Yep.
Kill Aphelios, lose the team fight. That's it for LYON as FlyQuest barrel down the mid lane.
And Griffith's on to Saint.
He's going further. He has the wither. He's trapped in the cage. He doesn't. You cannot cage the dog. He will get out of the crate.
He has 666 stacks for his
my
Q
God,
right
he
now.
does.
It is an
That's
unholy
amazing.
procession here for FlyQuest. LYON are saying their prayers and trying to get away, but the dog won't.
In these games, it feels like he's been executing a lot more on these kind of more minute plays. And he's done a really, really good job of keeping track of what Inspired wants to do.
He's gonna
As
two-shot Saint.
Saint just loses more than half himself.
Yeah, Saint had to use the ulti, had to use the flash, gets himself away for now. Quad staying alive, LYON trying to make the move on the enemy mid laner, but now they are caught between a rock and a hard place. Inspired barely staying alive as Castle is soaking damage from Masu. FlyQuest now camping the TP arrival from Saint, and remember, this is an Aurora with no ulti, no flash. He's just food, man. The dog is eating good.
I mean, it's just the victory lap here for Griffin. Vindication for his long journey trying to preach the power of Jungle Nasus.
And now FlyQuest are marching towards Nexus turrets. It is a 5v3 for the next 30 seconds. They've made their way there. LYON scrambling, trying to defend, but it will not matter. Griffin and the rest of FlyQuest will rise to the occasion and defeat LYON 2-1 in the last best of 3 of the regular split.
Take your victory lap, Griffin. You